Hello and welcome to the Ignite podcast, a place where we talk about various topics regarding the modern business and tech world, and even some about its history. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. I'm Ilal Husseini, and today I'm joined with I'تصام. What was that?
I just didn't want it to show here because it's a lot of wires.
I think her clumsiness introduced her before she could introduce herself. And of course, we're also joined by Ahmed, the managing director of Ignite. Guys, how's your day?
Mine, it was not hectic as usual. Like today, it's just phone calls with models, arranging shoots.
So can you tell me a bit about what you do, like generally as a marketing specialist?
We have content plans, for example, for social media, where an account manager plans the whole month posts, where we write the idea or how we want the post to look. Like for in the design aspect, as well as the idea. So we have to make everything clear for the designer and for the copywriter to do the posts.
On the other hand, we have I'تصام with us, who's in a completely different era, but I do see that there are similarities between what we do and what you do. Can you explain your role at Ignite?
I've been playing a role as a software projects manager now. I've been with the team for almost 6 years now.
Actually, I'تصام is one of our oldest employees.
What can you tell me about the difference between, like, basically the changes that happened at Ignite when you started in 2016 and now in 2021?
Oh, we have grown immensely, I believe. Like over the years, we were just 5 when we started. Actually, gradually we've grown to more than 20 people now.
Yeah.
So it's been a pretty good.
And we were in a tiny office back then. We didn't have a view. Our view was of the car park.
Nice.
We used to say we had a sea view because in the distance you can see a little bit of sea over there.
Actually, we have allotted, since the floor was empty, so we have allotted like meeting rooms like such as Ibn al-Battuta or the yoga room, and we used to go there to like have our routine meetings and stuff. Yeah, it was pretty fun at the time.
Me and Wadia need to push for a yoga room.
Yes.
Right?
Do you remember in that meeting room we had a huge board table?
Yeah,
It
that
used
is
to fit
Ibn
like
al-Battuta.
20 people.
Wow.
And we'd always think, yeah, one day, we're going to be able to fill it, we're going to have enough people and everything. And the funny thing is right now, in our meeting room, we can't fit the entire team.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, wait. I'm laughing.
Go drink water.
Hello, so this is our meeting room where we hold our meetings and some of our fun sessions, which we'll be talking about in our next podcast, so stay tuned.
So I do have a question for you regarding you being an IT person. You do work at an agency, we do a lot of marketing. How do you feel like you mesh into this world as someone whose background is not in this world? It's not businessy at all, I guess.
Joining an agency has like one of the service, which is marketing. It was very enlightening experience per se, because it didn't give me the perspective of not just creating product or services, but to understand like how you can market it or monetize it.
I think one thing is because, again, we were there from the beginning when we had to kind of establish everything, If, for example, when you're talking about metric reports that we do for our clients, that was done back in the day 6 years ago. We had to start from scratch. When you're a startup, you do everything. You're not specialized in one thing. He was with us in shoots. He was helping direct shoots.
Yeah, I was being a light man, not the cameraman. I didn't try that. I would try that though.
When we first started, we're nobodies. No one knew about us. We weren't anybody. We didn't have any clients basically. So, we had to work really hard. It was a lot of hustle and late nights to get all those clients and do all the work.
Why do you think it's so important for businesses to be fully embracing digital marketing in a digital age these days?
Obviously, everyone is on their phone right now. Like, leave the business aspect on the side. As an individual, there is no single individual that doesn't use a smartphone or the internet.
Do you like working on things from scratch? Like, I understand that sometimes.
I would prefer most of the times, but that is again depending on the solution.
I think when it comes to software, it's a bit of a double-edged sword if you try to work on something from scratch, because it's going to help you. You're going to be able to customize it fully the way you want, but it also takes a lot of time and it's not easy to kind of update it and whatnot, maintain it. Whereas if you use existing frameworks, you don't have to recreate the wheel,
Reinvent the
basically.
wheel, yeah.
Reinvent the wheel, that's the term. You know, for example, let's say if you're talking about a website, you don't have to recreate the login module, the user modules and whatnot. They're already done. And that saves you a lot of time to focus on customizing the things that you actually want, the functionality, the unique features about the website that makes it unique.
But yeah, you mentioned customization. I want to like name drop Print Me right now is the 3D and AR features.
Augmented reality.
Yeah. That's some of the stuff that you had to like bring in from yourself, right? Like Print Me is one of the businesses in Bahrain, like a print on demand business that's doing it like no other, basically. Who do you think in the office would be most likely to survive a zombie apocalypse?
I think it'll be me.
Okay.
It'll be me.
You know what's so weird that I think it would be me?
First, I agree. What would it take to survive? Number one, you need the physical aspect. Number two, you need the kind of like the being craftsy
resources,
and the
yeah.
resources. Third thing, I think you'd need to kind of be able to kind of handle it mentally. I mean, you gotta think, if you're gonna be alone and you're gonna have to go through this, you have to push yourself every day. So let's say you need those three things. And you know who I think has all three? Mohit. You see, Mohit is a beast. He's a giant, okay? He's giant, he's strong, okay? He always finds ways of kind of dealing with situations. I wouldn't say cheating, but he finds shortcuts.
Shortcuts, yeah.
He finds a lot of hacks. So shout out to Mohit, who's on leave right now. We'll Photoshop him somewhere over here. So.
Yeah. So because I know that Wadia, you have to go today. You have to go to your 2 photo shoots, and good luck with those.
I love this shoot though.
Yeah, I'm glad you
now you're enjoying it, okay?
Yeah.
First of all, you know, you guys have to know, we had to convince Wadia to be in this. She was fighting it. Okay, she refused. One thing that kind of impressed me throughout this whole episode is love. Like, she was prepared for this. I did not think.
It's
really good.
So we forgot to mention some very important people. Shout out to the film crew. Arlene's over there manning the camera, and then Arjun, Bahrain's D-Rock.
can see them smiling.
Arlene, can you point it at Arjun a little bit?
New haircut.
Ihtisam, Wadia, Ahmed, thank you so much. I look forward to the next episode, and I hope to reel you guys in again.
Looking forward to it.
That was fun, actually.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, let's go.